The Chief Inspector of Prisons has raised serious concerns about releasing criminals early to tackle prison overcrowding. The government has insisted the measure would be temporary, and that it would only allow low-level offenders out of prison up to 18 days early under strict supervision. But it recently emerged ministers were preparing to extend the scheme so some criminals could be freed up to 70 days early. Former Detective Chief Inspector Mike Neville said the prison population has reached around 98% capacity for male prisoners.
Really, what's led to this is a failure on the Home Office from my point of view, because surely at 90% there should have been some warning signs, but they seemingly just allowed it to go on.
There are concerns some high-risk inmates have been selected for early release. The prison watchdog said one inmate who posed a danger to children had his release date brought forward. That was despite having a history of stalking, domestic abuse, and being subject to a restraining order. The watchdog found the way the early release policy was being put into action was undermining safe releases of prisoners. Neville disagrees with the early release policy.
In the police, I dealt with informants, criminals who give information, and I would speak to them about their lives, and what they feared is going to prison. No one fears community sentences; they're a joke. Criminals fear being locked up.
A Ministry of Justice spokesman said they will always ensure there is enough capacity to keep dangerous offenders behind bars, but added the early release scheme allows us to ease short-term pressures on prisons. Neville said there's potential for more prison space in police stations, but raised the issue that the police have become more centralised.
So they'll have, one big police station where they take offenders, and all the sort of smaller stations on the outlying suburbs are shut down. But those buildings still exist. The cells in them can just be easily cleaned up and dealt with within a day, I would suggest.
He said criminals need to know that if they commit crimes, they will be punished, and that this will make society work better.